Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Queen Z Spiritual Insight. I'm Queen Z. This is Queen Z's readings, and I am going to be doing a Cancer full moon reading. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Do not make a story fit that does not fit your situation. Also, be mindful. We are in retrograde. If you do want to be mindful, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. Also, if you would like to, if you can you please share and get others to subscribe? The first 100 subscribers I reach, I will be giving out an hour and 30 minutes free reading of your choice for 3 people. I'll be going live and doing a drawing. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So back to what I was saying. Today we are going to be doing a general reading for the Cancer full moon. Without further ado, let me go ahead and shuffle and get started. Let's see, Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective this morning? Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Do not make a story fit. Spirit, what messages do we have? Can I please get 4 cards for the collective energy? I guess this is way more. 3, 4. They gave me 5, so a lot of you are going through a change. A big change. Let's see. A major change. Very big. It is dealing with love. All right. So usually everybody say, oh, why all your readers always are based off of love? I'm going to tell you why. Because love actually is the center of all things. When you love yourself, you love things, you love everything around you, it actually makes things grow. If you love a flower, you speak to it, you give it positive energy, it helps it to grow. If you give a baby positive words and stuff, it helps the baby to grow in a positive way. So love is the overall key to everything that we do in society. So I feel like Spirit allows me to attack the problem, and that's love. So the first card that came out was Universal Love. It says the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole existence of itself. So, like I said, if you love yourself, everything around you you will love. You will love to love, even if it's raining outside. Instead of saying I hate the rain, you'll say I love the rain, because you know that there's somebody out there that passed away that is not able to wake up to that same rainfall that we get to see in the morning time. Then you got third eye chakra. I like this reading already. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me turn my thing on do not disturb. And then I'll answer. If you are inboxing me, I will do individual readings eventually. Give me 1 second. A lot of stuff is being transitioned to my YouTube channel. A lot of people is asking about the Facebook. I will post the YouTube videos on the Facebook. So then you got the third eye chakra. It says the frequency of the third eye, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, our physical power. A lot of people got to realize, okay, so you see universal love. Okay, when we was born into this world, we was born into this world with no thought in mind of the negative energy that was surrounding us. I have heard my mom say, I wish I never birthed you into this doggy dog world. But what she had to understand, instead of her saying that to me, she was supposed to say, I pray that you are able to sustain and grow with the world's everlasting changing as it evolves. We're not aware that some of the negative things have to happen in our lives in order for us to wake up. So a lot of people are going through the cycle of understanding. The more and more you hate the world, the more and more you hate yourself, the more and more you hate people, the more and more you're not residing in that frequency of universal love. You're not residing in that love where what you give is what you get back. It's the law of attraction. Meaning, if I put negative energy out there, if I say I hate them trees because they brittle and they falling off, but remember, them trees once have flowers in front of it, and I used to walk by and say I love that tree because it had a blossoming aura around it. When that stuff is being taken away and you still see just the roots of that tree, Don't forget that tree still is a beautiful tree because it has to grow again in the springtime. It has to blossom. Same thing with life. Some things we may hate in the beginning. There may be some things at that time that we're not agreeing with. But Spirit said eventually we will grow to understand that that cycle has to end. Everything has to balance itself out, whether it's good or bad. Excuse me, you guys. So when you see third eye chakra, the third eye chakra is giving you the eyesight of knowing. I know that eventually that tree will be more beautiful. That's where the universal love coming at from you when it comes down to loving nature, loving the ocean, loving the sea, loving the good and the bad, but taking the lessons out of it all. Do you got romantic love? Romantic love says the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflections of conscious love of a conscious lover. Some of you are, again, this is the year of union, 2222. The year of union has begun. And what I'm going to say, a lot of you are being woken up to loving yourself a little bit more so that way you can look for your soulmate or you could come into the same frequency. If you have already met your romantic partner of choice, you're starting to realize that this person was actually supposed to accompany you on your journey to evolving as a being, as a person. You two are made to do something together in this world. So I do feel like some of you are becoming aware of this. But when it comes down to romantic love, see, what people don't understand, we are the leverage of everything. Somebody had posted a podcast status the other day, and I commented on it. And she said that you, which I'm going to shout out Miss Roberta Lowski. If you go on her page, she's doing a podcast, I believe, Wednesday. And her topic is very interesting. She said, do you think that the devil is destroying relationships or God is separating things that should have never been? My answer to that is God is separating things that should have never been, because consciously we are not in equally yoked relationships when we are now, the way we are now. And this been going on for generations and generations upon generations. It's very few that in every 10 couples, you could put 10 couples and only one may have that genuine, authentic love relationship because they actually figured the whole scenario out about how important it is to come into union with somebody that is like-minded and y'all both are on the same page. Then you got emergence. It says the frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So I'm going to go back over this, but I do feel like this is for, which I really hate that this happened, because I was not going to do twin flame readings today, but I think Spirit is going to make me, because I am a twin flame reader originally. So maybe this is about divine connections. This is about divine love. Spirit said whatever happened in the past and whatever happened in the present, Spirit said remix that shit. Excuse my French. Remix it all. Start learning that. I feel like some of you are coming into cahoots of knowing who is your divine counterpart. You're going back into your list of X, but be careful because it is retrograde right now. Be careful. For the fact of it is, with retrograde, you may be going down a list of people in your old sectors of relationships, but what you're not understanding is some of the people was not supposed to coexist in this lifetime with you. They were supposed to be your lessons. So be mindful of your lessons and be mindful of who you genuinely was supposed to be in this lifetime with as a soul partner. Then you got Gaia. It says the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. First thing first, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this one time. We are all one. We are all equally one. What affects you is going to affect the next person if they are attached to you, and that affects their next person and their next person and their next person, and so on. I am okay with the fact that people have to go at their own pace, but you also need to learn to be mindful about the next person's situation when you're fixing yourself. So that's why it's important, if you are still a hurt person or have not healed from certain situations, Spirit said it's for you to stay into your own corner. Don't let that hurt leach on to the next person, because then you'll create a ripple effect in everybody's life. So when Spirit said universal love, do know that everything that happens to you, good or bad, is still connecting you to your higher purpose. Meaning your higher purpose is to love. Love thyself and love thy neighbor. We say that in churches, but it's really the truth. When you love yourself, you love the cat, you love the dog, you love your neighbor. No matter how messed up that person, you gain understanding, you gain compassion for people. So I do feel like a lot of you have to open up that third eye. Your third eye is opening because now you're waking up to realization that there is somebody that you was romantically in love with, somebody that was supposed to accompany you on this journey. But Spirit said it's time for you, for the imagery. I can't say that word right, but it's time for you to dwell in that frequency of coming together with one another and stop fighting each other. Yes, that person may have some struggles. You may have some struggles. The Spirit said that is what you are here to fix. It's not the same. I just said to somebody the other day, I don't feel like the relationships that we are going through nowadays is not the same as our parents was, or our grandparents or great grandmothers. It wasn't never supposed to be like that. Even when our parents came in union with each other, some of the things that they learned from their parents. What works for their parents was not going to work for them. What works for my parents ain't going to work for me, because I'm a whole different generation. It's a lot more different things going on out here. It's a lot more things that's accessible. So the things that our great grandmothers and them didn't have to worry about, which was the social media sites, phones, stuff like that, that is able to show you, okay, back then, you know why it was so much easier for our families to stay together and the husbands to have extracurriculum activities outside of the marriages, or the wives to go out and have an extracurriculum activity, because there was no social media, there was no phones, there was no way for people to actually post it all over the place. So a lot of stuff was more private. So if you're back in the day, your men go out and cheat, you didn't find out unless Shirley Caesar came and knocked on your door and said, well, Shirley, Jimmy been in my house the other night. Now it's as easy as take a live, post it, and then now it's up in everybody's face. So the difference with our past, our generational past, they didn't have accessibility to see things in their face. We have accessibility. We're using it for the wrong reasons. If somebody comes to you with a video of somebody that you're with, I don't know who this is for. This is like a DJ message. Spirit said it's for your acknowledgement, not for you to be outrageous to go on social media and go back and forth with the people. It's for your private dwelling. Still consider the past way of our parents, but you have a different way of acknowledging it. It's in your face. You have proof. Our parents didn't ever have proof. They had to search and find and go all over the place to find out the true answer. But Spirit said when it come back to your relationships in this current lifetime, and the ones that was supposed to be waking up in this generation, which was the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000 kids, we are the new leverage to everything different. We are the new world. And start with the 80s babies. We was a generation that was supposed to be killed off all the way to the 90s, because of what the generational curses that was put on our family members. A lot of us are standing in the way of that curse being passed down to the next generation, because we are awakening to the universal love. Our third eyes is open. These babies are being born with their third eye completely wide open, and we ignore that. But Spirit said when it come down to this romantic love relationship, I don't know who this is for, whoever you was dealing with, this person was specifically dealt with and formed for your evolving and you to evolve. Both of you guys were supposed to evolve, because you are the authentic lovers that was supposed to continue on in this world. Hold on a second. But Spirit said it's for you to wake up to that. We was born to sleep, but we are now waking up to our realities. So if you are starting to feel that need to go back into your archaic records of lovers, the Spirit says start tallying up some of the things that was over exaggerated. Like, a lot of us will be hurt to find out that we pushed away our soul connections because of how our parents raised us and how we looked at everybody else's relationships. When you're dealing with something of a higher being or a higher power, Spirit said it's not going to be the same. So you can't look at it the same anymore. But I do feel like this message is specifically for certain people. But I do feel like even when it comes down to your third eye being open, a lot of people are going through realization now. That's the dark night of the soul. We're starting to wake up to our true reality, that a lot of the things was false in our life. And it was because of us not being able to heal and cope with what was going on around us or what other people have already shown us. Spirit, why is universal love here for the collective under this Cancer full moon? Move forward in love. You got the Chariot. It's time to move forward in that energy of love, universal love. Love everything. Love yourself first. That's first and foremost. Why is the Chariot on top of love yourself, universal love? Why is the Chariot here for Cancer full moon? Spirit, what messages do you have? Some of your worlds are not changing. No. Excuse me. I looked at it wrong. You have the Knight of Wands in reverse. You have the World in reverse. And you have the, what is this? The Nine of Swords in reverse. With these cards on top of the Chariot, this means moving past stagnation, moving past things not going forward in your world. A lot of you are complete in karmic cycles. You no longer have an anxiety about, and you're no longer allowing people to come in and out of your life that does not mean nothing, like that player energy. Or some of you, if this is your energy, you want to move forward in this inside of a universal love, meaning a stronger connection with somebody. You don't want to be a player no more. You figured out that it was causing you a lot of anxiety and stagnation because your world was not changing. Some things was not changing around in your world. But I do feel like now you're in the energy of moving forward with love. You're starting to love yourself a little bit more. I think a lot of you are starting to learn your worth. Of course, third eye is open. Why is the third eye chakra here under this Cancer full moon? Some of you have not been doing introspection. I do feel like this is also let's see. Spirit, why is the Hermit in reverse on top of third eye chakra? Why is the Hermit in reverse? Whoa, that's way too many. I think some of you were materialistic. That's why you wasn't seeing eye to eye with your soulmate. You wasn't following your destiny. Some of the things wasn't making you happy. You started dealing with, if you're, okay, bump it. I'm going to take it. So, because you wasn't doing the intercepting, this is some of your realities that you guys are waking up to. And it's a deep message. And this is, again, dealing with the third eye. I do feel like some of you either A, are going into your third eye being open, or you are open. Your third eye is open and you're facing your reality. Your reality of you never went within. You never searched for that key within yourself in order to understand what was for you and what wasn't. And I do feel like this is because a lot of you was focused more on materialistic things and looking good and thinking that that's what love was all about. That's what everybody accepted you for. But that was some false narrative. If somebody accepts you for what you wear, how you look, or how much money you got, you don't want that. But because you have the King of Pentacles on top of the Hermit, that means a lot of you wasn't looking within yourself. The real truth was, the real riches is inside of you. This is why you wasn't able to connect with your soulmate. You didn't understand what a soulmate was because you wasn't tapped into your soul. You were still looking in the physical world. But I do feel like there's some new actions because I do feel like some of you were not following your destiny. And you're starting to figure that out because you're still unhappy. All the money in the world does not make you happy. Everything that you was given financially, you look good. You probably paid top dollar for the ass you wanted. Or if you was a guy, you might have made so much money that you bought everything luxury, and then you're dealing with certain type of people that still did not see you for who you were or didn't even give your inner self a chance because you wasn't giving yourself your inner self a chance. I feel like it's no longer you being intuitive, or this could be an intuitive woman that you may was dealing with. I do feel like some of you, if you are a masculine, you was accepting a woman that was not standing as a mother, as a nurturer. She wasn't the empress. You got fooled. You fooled yourself. So this is why I feel like maybe this woman or a person that you was dealing with take with resonate masculine or feminine energy. The reason why your third eye is open because whatever happened between you and this person, it was not a wish fulfillment. It wasn't your destiny. But I do feel like you also found out this was not your soulmate. This person may was with you for financial reasons. But this is all coming because you never went within. You never understood. You never gave people the opportunity to learn you deep inside and learn what you're genuinely are about, so that way they could fall in love with you from the inside out. Because that's the true beauty of life, is you, inside you, who you are inside, not who I could see you as physically. So I do feel like there is some new actions that is being taken because of this. And this is what's causing your third eye awakening, because now you loving yourself a little bit more, you knowing your worth a little bit more. So you're expecting everybody else around you. And then I feel like whoever you was dealing with, masculine or feminine, that was standing in the energy of not being a nurturer or a compassionate person. I feel like the reason why you settled for this for so long, because you did not know deep inside that the image that you have on the outside does not take you nowhere. It's what makes you feel good that causes abundance. And that's another thing I wrote underneath the lady status. I said, authentic love relationships, authentic unions actually elevates abundance, actually bring prosperity. It actually has a lot to do with why a lot of us are still stuck in being in poverty, because we're not rich inside. We don't feel the richness inside. This reading is kind of deep, y'all. Why is romantic love here for the collective on this under this Cancer full moon? Yes, honey. So you've been accepting bad karma when it comes down to love relationships. You've been accepting faulty offers. Yes, people are giving offers to you, but it's not this. You may was looking for this romantic love, but all you got was faulty offers. This is your karma. What goes around comes around. Because you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse on top of romantic love, and then you got this Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles represents somebody's giving an offer, but this person is still premature. They gave a solid offer, but it wasn't what resonates with you. That's because they see this high and mighty King of Pentacles that got money, he flashing, that's what he's all about. But the true wealth was how they made you feel inside. But I do feel like you are, if you haven't already, you're now understanding that it do take for somebody that genuinely love your good and your bad sides, what's going on within you. Why is the Knight of Pentacles on top of the Wheel of Fortune? On top of romantic love. Yes, you fighting your own actions. You're fighting your own actions now. Don't self-sabotage whatever you do. Don't shut down. You got to fight past the illusion. This is where a lot of you are breaking down, because once that third eye is open, you starting to see the veil just sliding, and you like, what the fuck? But you can put the veil back and you like, okay, but it still look like the same image that I'm used to. But when you move that veil to the side and you see the true, authentic reality of everything, it looks fucked up. It don't look the same. So literally you was wearing a mask that you had for so long to protect you from so many things that you forgot that the stronger you got, the stronger that mask had to come off. You're now able to be yourself. But Spirit said you have to go in and feel that childlike energy that's inside of you. Still go back to that heart-based energy, that energy that you felt as a kid, that all you wanted was somebody to understand you, to love you. But you got to show that same person. If you allow the world to change who you were since you was a child and made you hate the world, Spirit said that's the energy that you are going to be surrounded around. People that hate you for who you are. But if you start loving yourself and you start showing that energy that you had as a kid, that love and compassion and understanding, Spirit said, watch how everything moves. You're not that little kid no more. Everything that everybody did to hurt you, that survival mode energy you was in, it can exist in this new world because you are now the leader of the pack. You have other generations that's going to follow you. And until they see that you know your worth, these children are not going to know their worth because they're following us. We are the leaders of the pack. Why is emergence here? Not transforming. And this is all because we ignored the transformation. I feel like some of you, Spirit, have gave you many chances, many things to show that you are a divinely guided person. You are here for a whole nother reason, and you ignored that. Why is death in reverse on top of emergency? Not no longer being a fool in situations, not taking a leap of faith. Fear. A lot of you fear. This is what's causing you not to transform. This is what's causing your situations not to transform. So you could be a better person tomorrow. It's because you're not taking that leap of faith. Why is the Fool and Death in reverse on top of emergence? The Hierophant in reverse. Legal matters not going the way that it was supposed to. I do feel like some of you may be battling some legal situations or are going into some legal situations that is not turned out the way it's supposed to. But Spirit said, when you start to take that leap of faith and stop being afraid to go forward with your life, I got you. You're protected. Even if it is some bad things have to happen in order for you to never to go backwards to situations that was harmful to you in the first place, to situations that was never at your best interest. And I'm not talking about your physical best interest. I'm talking about your soul, because when the soul is weak, the body is weak. Why is Gaia here? I can already tell you, because you have a higher purpose in life. This is why you was the one that went through so many things, because you are the person that was supposed to be the leverage to society. You were the change that everybody been waiting for. A lot of us are. But you got the moon in reverse. That means no longer a secret. There's no more secrets. Like I said, the illusion has been revealed. Everything has been turned over. You have to stand in your power as the King of Swords. Start cutting people off that is not resonating with you anymore. If you hold on to this energy, you're going to keep being stagnated and re-evolving. Some people are cutting you off from your independence, meaning the things that is aligned with you. But Spirit said this is no longer a secret. This is probably a secret that you guys have dealt with for so long. You probably wasn't aware of it, but because now that your third eye is open, Spirit said you've seen it all for what it is. Now it's very heartbreaking to you. Let me put some soulmate, because this is about a soul connection, about coming into your divinity with the person that you are equally yoked with. Love conquers all things. Love heals, and love actually help you to grow. Can I get 4 cards from Spirit about a soulmate connection, about this soul connection? Ooh. Okay, that's 4. Perfect. 5. So the first card that came out says you will meet your soulmate when the time is right. When actually you go forward and you start to actually heal yourself. See, a lot of you are late comers when it comes down to the third eye being open, and why you have not seen your soulmate genuinely, or if you are in relations with your soulmate, why the union is not coming together is because you have to take new actions for yourself. That third eye is open now. Spirit to crack that shit wide open. Whatever situation you was going through, Spirit said, I got you, boo. You wasn't going to stay like this for long. I just let it you be comfortable enough for me to shake things up a little bit. Then it says, try to be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. So I don't know if you was, like I said, this situation that you was dealing with, that Spirit has now broke your heart wide open, broke your eyes open, your third eye is wide open. Spirit said that's because it's time for you to be the sun in somebody else's cloud. You can't keep trying to make this person happy, whoever you was dealing with. This person was manipulative. And the only thing that was making them happy was the financial things that you was able to do for them, or you were agreeing with for them. It says, love yourself as much as you want your soulmate to love you. Like I said, that's the only way for you to come in communications with your soul partner, is for you to heal yourself enough to know that there is somebody out there for you. There is somebody that's going to love you equally as much as you love yourself. This is for masculine and feminine energy. This is not just for the men or the women. It's the same rules apply for both, because we are human beings in this lifetime. Life is tough, but so are you. Like I said, the stronger you get, the more less the illusion will affect you. Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it, you can. Stop painting that black and white picture and put a little dash of color into it, because Spirit said When you start to love yourself, this still goes back to thyself. When you start painting that picture to yourself, and I don't know, I want to go back. See, what a lot of people get messed up when they come in communications with a soulmate, this picture shows exactly what it means to be in connections with somebody. The masculine usually is the logics and the woman is usually the emotions. But with them two put together, it creates a ripple effect of growth between both. It says start reclaiming you truly. Oh, start reclaiming who you truly are. I'm sorry. Know thyself. Go back to that little boy or that little girl when you was a child and you played with Barbies. You said, I want to be the husband. I want to be the wife. I want this. I want the kids. I want the happy life. I want the kids. I want this. I want that. Seriously, you can still have it. That was granted to you. Imagination goes a long way when you were a kid. But if you carry on with that same blueprint, no matter what, seriously, guess what? I will deliver. I will deliver exactly what you want. So, guys, I am gonna go ahead and end this live. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. And again, like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. And be careful because it is Mercury retrograde. And this is the Cancer full moon energy reading. And also, to book a reading, please email me at queensiesreadings@gmail.com if you haven't already. If you would like to donate, you can cash at me at Queensies Readings. Also, like I said, help me reach 1,000 subscribers. And for every 100 subscribers, I will do a live drawing on my channel, picking 3 viewers, giving them a chance to win a free reading for 1 hour and 30 minutes each. And also join me on Facebook on Queensies Readings because a lot of stuff will be implemented and posted up there. Also, I did not put it. Follow me on Instagram, which is Queen _Z reading, Z Denise. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Namaste.